Hey everyone, Gunno, just doing some laundry. Gotta see if all my drawers is clean and stuff. Uh-oh. Oh no. I forgot to take the holster off my pants. Oh no. I shrunk my 1911. Oh man. For those of you that don't know, 1911s are dry clean only. I'm funny. I don't care what you think. The Browning Black Label 1911 in 380. All right, first things first, let's break this thing down. So, regular 1911 breakdown basically. Rag it back, stays open because there's no rounds in the magazine. Oops, drop the mag out. Don't actually drop it like I did. Come back right to about there. And you'll notice there's a little notch right there, as there is with any 1911. And take your finger on this side, and you're gonna push that barrel lug out right there. Take that out. Whole slide comes right off. Now right here is where it gets a little more difficult than a Glock. So what you gotta do is right here, you got this bushing, you're gonna push that down, and you're gonna take this end of your barrel right here, your barrel lug right here, turn it this way. We're gonna take that out. Be real careful when you do that. I had a buddy of mine, if you're watching this, love you bud. He wasn't being careful on his regular 1911, on his 45, and he had to go buy a new TV. We'll just leave it at that. So we're gonna take recoil spring guide rod out. Now this is plastic. I don't really like that. There's a couple manufacturers out there that do make metal ones, but it hasn't failed on me yet or anything. But anyways, take that out. Now you take your barrel lug right here, push it this way, and then it gets stuck. You pull it out, it's got these little grooves, so it only comes out the one way. And then after that, take your barrel out. It's pretty simple. I don't know. I don't think you guys want to watch me put it all back together. Just do the same thing backwards, I guess. Now, one thing I did want to show everybody, I don't know if this is an issue of tolerances or what's going on here, but when you go to reassemble this and you put it back together, sometimes it'll get stuck right there and it won't work. So what you got to do is take right here and push down on that barrel with your finger just a little bit, and then it'll slide all the way back to normal where it should be. So you can go ahead and put this guy back in and not fumble it. If you can get it back in, there we go. And then, yeah, check for function. Obviously, you can't pull the trigger because magazine disconnect safety, so let's put that back in. Now, anyway, let's go over the whole gun. So it's a Browning Black Label 1911 in 380, as you can see right there. It's a really great gun. So what it is it's 70% of a 1911, so it's a little mini 1911. And if you didn't think my intro joke was funny, whatever, I don't care. So standard 1911, you know, got this guy right here, little beaver tail safety, and then you got, you know, your regular thumb safety right there, mag release right there. You know, it's just a standard 1911, just miniaturized. Now the sights on it aren't adjustable or anything, and they don't come painted or anything like that. I don't know if you can really see that great, but they don't come painted or anything. I do need to paint these, but it's a great little carry gun. Now a lot of people, you know, complain because, you know, it's only a 380. I personally think it's great. It's a great concealment gun. I mean, look at this thing. That's my entire hand. And that thing's only that big. So, you know, if you're a 1911 guy and you want to carry a 1911, but you want a little concealable 1911, here you go. But if you got a problem with 380, well, I suggest these guys right here, the Federal HST Micros. They're amazing. So, crack these open, and look at that right there. You got a big old deep hollow point, copper jacketed, nickel cased, and these are amazing rounds. They're optimized for smaller barrels and things like that. Like it says right there, optimizes the 380 auto, particularly in micro guns. So, yeah, it's great. I love those things. Now, earlier today in the videos, I was just shooting some regular old American Eagle, like whatever. I'm not gonna sit and shoot these guys up because this box is kind of expensive. It's about $30 I paid for these. So, yeah, if you're gonna wanna shoot something at the range, I don't suggest those. Just get the cheapo American Eagle. Now, 380 isn't a cheap round. I mean, well, you can get some Tula for, I think, 15 bucks, 14 bucks for a box of 50. That's at the store. I don't know if you're gonna get it online, but anyways, so it's just standard 1911, just a miniaturized one. It's a great gun for carry, self-defense. This is what I call my Washington gun. I don't know if any of you will get that, but yeah, this is the gun that I take to Washington with me because I'm not carrying a full-size pistol because, well, guns are illegal there. I mean, they're not fully illegal, but they're not nice about it. And over here in Idaho, we can do whatever the hell we want because freedom. So anyway, back to the gun. Standard mag release right here. Just a little guy, little 8-round magazine. Extra mags for this are expensive. So, I mean, if you're carrying this thing all concealed and it's just like gonna be like your main carry gun, I don't suggest buying the extra magazines because it's honestly like you got 8 of those loaded up with the Federal HST Micros, you'll be all right. Now, some people like to carry a ton of rounds on them. I'm also one of those people. I carry 111 rounds with me when I carry my Glock. So call me paranoid, call me weird, whatever. I don't care. But you can get anything basically for a 1911 for this. Now, regular 1911 stuff doesn't fit it. But you can get anything you can get for a 1911. You know, you can get new grips for it. You can get all sorts of fancy things for it. Like, there's a lot of aftermarket stuff out there for this. I mean, obviously not as much as like a regular gun that you're going to get. You know, these are a little weird. And holsters are hard to come by. A couple companies make them. I'll leave links in the description if anybody's interested. And they also make this thing right here. I just got the all black one because I like it. And I guess you could probably tell from like the videos and things like that. I just black everything. So they make a rose gold one of these that's real pretty. And then they make a couple different other ones. They make them with different grips. They make a nickel one with a, well, I don't know if it's nickel. It's probably stainless. Stainless with wood grips on it. And they make them in every sort of like just different look you can possibly think of. So you don't have to get the all black one. Now, some of the other ones like the rose gold one and stuff, those are going to cost you a little bit more money. They're going to be a little more expensive. I mean, this is not a cheap gun to begin with. This was about $600. So, you know, if you want to spend $600 on a 380, I suggest this one, definitely. It's an amazing carry gun. This is probably one of the most comfortable, most accurate shooting handguns that I own. There's almost no recoil to it. It's just great. I would carry this as a backup gun if need be. I carry this as a main carry gun sometimes because sometimes I get bored and I just switch them out. But like I said, the issue is holsters with these guys. Now, Browning makes their own holsters and a couple other ones. I'm trying to think of who else makes them. I can't remember the name of the company. Leave links in the description. I'm not worried about it. If you're interested, check it out. But the aftermarket for magazines, it's almost non-existent. Like, you got to get the Browning mags, and they do run about 30 bucks a piece. Sometimes you can find them cheaper. I did find them on Gunn Mag Warehouse one time for 24, I think. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. So, and it only comes with the one mag. So, you know, if you're carrying this, I mean, this is definitely like something that I would like have for deep cover concealment. I mean, look at the thing is like super thin. So if I needed to really carry something like that is going to be fully 100% concealable, I'm probably not carrying extra mags anyways. Hence why I call this my Washington gun. So that's basically the whole breakdown on it. It's just got That's just a 1911. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a mini 1911. It's great. If you like 1911s, I like 1911s. And it's just a little guy. But even though, I got big hands, you can see I still get a really awesome purchase on it. Like, I can get a really solid grip on that thing. My pinky doesn't hang off, like, hardly at all. So that's also a really, really nice plus to it. Another thing that I would like to go over with this gun too is the weight of it is just like not there. Like, it's great. It's really light. I'm not 100% on what this thing is made of, but the weight on this thing is just amazing. Like, it's so nice and light. Like, it's not all big and heavy like a standard 45 would be. And another thing I like about it too is this beaver tail right here. Thing's pretty long. Like, it goes back pretty far. Like, it's pretty great. So you don't have to worry about any sort of like slide bite or anything like that. And the hammer's cool. Comes back and it cradles right in there. Real nice. It's great. Standard ambi-thumb safety, just like a regular 1911. So that's also another positive. And another thing I was worried about with this gun was, because I got big hands, when I was gripping it, is if I was going to hit that safety. I don't know if you can really see that, but the way that I grip it, at least, right there, the way that it's grooved, my hand rides in there like almost perfect. And I've never pushed this on accident. Now, maybe under stress or something, you might, but I highly doubt it because I've got big hands and I don't do it. Like, when I'm shooting and stuff like that, when I'm just rapid fire, double tapping stuff like out at the range or anything like that, I don't ever hit that safety. It's real nice and tight. It's real great. So I don't ever have to worry about that. I mean, you don't have to ever worry about hitting this mag release right here unless you got a really weird grip on it and for some reason you push your thumb in like real hard, weird like that. You don't ever have to worry about hitting that. It sits pretty recessed in there. Like, so it's not like it sticks out real far or anything like that. I would like maybe some thicker grips for this. Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty thin though. So like, I don't know if I would really like any thicker grips on it, because even for having big hands, it fits real nice. It's a great carry gun. I definitely recommend it to people that are looking for self-defense guns and things like that, something that they want concealable. Like, I was at North 40 and there was a guy looking at a bunch of just like a bunch of little nines like this size, and I was like, well, I mean, they sell like almost all the Browning Black Label 380s here. I was like, so I suggested them. And the fat beard dude behind the counter was like, oh, it's only 380. It's only 380. And then, I brought up that Federal makes these guys, and he just kind of didn't say anything. Just kind of scoffed. Like, whatever. So, if you're a fat beard guy that's like, oh, it's only 380, like, that's on you, man. And fat beard guy from North 40, if you're watching this, don't be a dick to people, I guess. People like what they like. I mean, there's going to be people out there that are like, oh, I carry a 45 because I don't make a 46. Like, I don't think it's necessary to carry something that big, especially, if you're ripping off like as many rounds of this as like that gun can hold. That's 8 of those guys in there. And yeah, it's gonna stop somebody. One of those is gonna stop somebody, like, unless they're on drugs probably, but you would have to be on some pretty gnarly drugs to not get stopped by a hollow point like that. So I mean, whatever, argue in the comments. I'm not going to read them, so I don't care. You can say whatever you want. I'm never gonna see it. So I don't care. You can argue amongst yourselves because I'm not gonna read them because I don't care. So yeah, that's been my little review of this guy right here. I love it. It's a great gun, great carry gun. And I'll hopefully have another video coming out here soon. The weather's been terrible out here, so I haven't been filming as much as I would like. I'd like to get a video out about every 2 to 3 days, but it's just been raining so bad. So that's pretty annoying. So, if you guys like it, check it out. I definitely suggest trying it, shooting it, maybe just go to the gun store and just pick it up and look at it. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.